Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some more battles using my son's account, and we have a few things to discuss here. And one being, you can make quite a bit of Stardust in the Go Battle League. And no, you do not have to use premium passes. Yes, take a look at that 16 million and a half that I've made in Go Battle League. Now this of course is me battling every single day. Since Go Battle League has begun, I've probably missed about a total of maybe 5 sets. Yeah, it just happened, right? So, okay, how are you going to do this? Well, if you take a couple of Community Day Pokemon, Gengar being the most expensive one out of the bunch here because of the secondary move for 50,000 Stardust, Charizard and Venusaur only costing 10, so that's 20,000 plus the Gengar, so you're looking at about 70,000 Stardust for those secondary moves. And since we're in the Great League, powering them up is not that big of a deal. All of these Pokemon have decent CPs, so you're not going to be struggling to power them up. You're going to either have something that could evolve to around that CP and take a couple of power-ups, and it's simple as that. So you're going to be able to do quite a bit of work. Now, we've all known this. Community Day Pokemon are amazing. So what's new, Poke? Well, stick to it, folks. If you go into the Go Battle League with a decent team and you don't necessarily have to use those raid passes to collect Stardust, you could just continue to battle on. You're going to be able to collect a ton of dust. Right, this is something we already knew. Well, for a lot of people out there who completely skip out on their Go Battle League, I understand the state of the server is pretty bad. A lot of lag and a lot of glitches. But if you just simply go in there without using a pass, do your battles, maybe you win a few, maybe you don't. But what's the worst that can happen? If you have some time to spare, that's pretty much it. You're sacrificing your time. Sure, you can do other things if you don't like Go Battle League, but it is Stardust in the bag at the end of the day. And it is a decent amount too if you are able to win. Now, yes, there's going to be many different variables. Well, there's a couple. You're going to have the Stardust to buy those moves, which is not a big deal. These are cheap. And then you're going to have to go in there and win. All right, the winning is another story, okay? And being at these lower levels, I'm going to have to tell you, people are telling me, oh, and I'll know a lot of you are enjoying this, so let me get that straight. I will continue to bring you some of this content here. It's very interesting to use my son's account with limited Pokemon to go up against other trainers to see what I can do, and I know you all enjoy that. But for the other people who want to be negative about it, more than likely they're like blocked or something, and they're just trying to have a bone to pick with me or whatever the case is, and they're telling me that oh, you can't do well on your main account, so you have to go onto your son's to battle noobs. So first of all, we're going to have to tell these people that no, they're not noobs, okay? Some of them may not be as experienced as you because they don't have as much time invested. Some people don't care. Go Battle League is not appealing to, I would say, 80% of the people who play this game, okay? So that's there. We have to establish that. These people are not noobs, okay? Sure, some people may not know the ins and outs and every single perfect strategy to play in Go Battle League. Who cares? Who cares? Anybody who wants to take shots at people like that, I don't care if you're saying it to me, but if you're going to be insulting the people that I'm going up against, you're going to get instantly removed from the channel. Simple as that. I don't want to go down that negative route, but I just want to make sure we're protecting these people that I'm going up against because, you know, if it was me and I was a casual and I ended up in a video and somebody was being negative and talking down to me, I wouldn't feel great about it. That, you know, maybe some people don't care and they'll laugh, but let's just leave it at that. So there's that out of the way. Also, when you go up against somebody of the same skill level over and over and over again, you could get a little bit better, but for the most part, you're kind of keeping your same skill level because, well, you're not challenging yourself to go above and beyond that what you're going to need to do to potentially win up against the same person who has less skill than you. So therefore, you're kind of just maintaining that same level of skill. When you start encountering people that are better than you, what's going to happen is you're going to start raising your skill level because you're going to start picking up and noticing little things that they're doing to help improve your gameplay because, well, you could technically not gain anything from going up against somebody who's better, but when you fight them over and over and over and over again, and I'm not talking physical, I'm talking a game or whatever, then eventually you're going to start becoming like them. You're going to start picking up the mannerisms in whatever you're doing, and the skill level is going to increase from your end. And then you may even surpass them because, well, what's going to happen is you're going to have to be forced to figure out situations that are going to have to outsmart your opponent that is potentially better than you, therefore bringing you up higher than them over time. practice, 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 okay? So we're not doing anybody a disservice going up against these lower levels here. As a matter of fact, like we said, a lot of these people are their second accounts, all right? And these people are skilled. I'm running into people who are making some pretty incredible plays, and some people who are slipping up a bit. But that's just, not everybody's here to do their best. Some people are literally probably out at lunch or doing something else and just tapping the screen and trying to maybe get a few wins for a little bit of extra Stardust, okay? So let's not get too crazy. Now, with that said, let's get into the commentary here. Using the Charizard, Venusaur, and Gengar, we will be switching up the lead here in a bit. See what we can do. This is a good way to get Stardust. You do not have to use those raid passes to gain that Stardust. It is going to help. It's definitely going to help you gain more faster, but you're still going to be able to gain Stardust. Just make sure you do your battles, but you're going to have to win. So that's where I come in, right? So let's get into it. Now, who's the star of the show out of this team here? I'm not going to say there's one specific Pokemon who is the best. They're all playing their position very well. But if I had to pick one that has just been, off the charts good for me, it's definitely going to have to be the Gengar and the Venusaur. Charizard is great, and it really does a lot for me. I just find the Venusaur is so spammy and the Gengar hits so hard and it can charge fast that they're just playing really well. So with that said, I think we can go ahead and get into the commentary here now that we're almost done with this battle here. So up against the Ferrothorn, we had a great lead. They swapped. We're in a zero shield battle. I'm expecting a Thunder here because Power Whip is okay. They're going to be going for Power Whip. It's going to have a pretty good resistance because of the grass and poison typing. While Thunder is not getting stab, and it is also resisted too by the grass, but just single resisted. So we're going to swap into our Charizard here to absorb the Thunder. We knew we were going to go down, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Venusaur, go for the Frenzy, and taking out that Whiscash, and then we're going to Vine Whip down that Ferrothorn there. Looking good. We had a good lead. Not the best swap, but we're able to pull it through. Into the next battle, we're met with a Jirachi. This is absolutely amazing here, although the Confusions are really putting in some damage. We definitely kind of need to win this because the Confusion is going to hurt both the Gengar and the Venusaur because of the poison typing. Gengar can put on some hurting onto that Jirachi, but I'd rather just take care of business here with the Charizard. So we are going to be using another shield, a little bit of lag there, and we are throwing the Dragon Claws because it's going to kind of make them want to use their shields, as you can see here. But the Confusion is just doing so much damage. They're also able to get to another charge move. We're absolutely going to let that go through. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Gengar and just suck it up. Seeing that we do have a shield left, we're able to get a bunch of energy. They're going to be swapping into a Whiscash, and we bring in our Venusaur. They're going to be going into Vigoroth. Now we're in a great position here because, well, they have no more shields. We can let a Body Slam go through no problem, and we could potentially shield the next one if they do get there before us. And we're not seeing another Body Slam, so we're going to go ahead and go right for that. We're not going to extra farm because we're going to be so good up against the Whiscash with the Venusaur. Simply going to shield at this Mud Bomb. We should be able to get to another Frenzy here. And beautiful. We're going to be able to take the win with the Venusaur at the end. Looking good. Now, for all of the newcomers to Go Battle League, or if you're just having some troubles near the lower ranks, can't figure out a team, this one's pretty good. All right, there's many solid teams out there. And we are playing in the Open Great League, as you can see the Azumarill here. Now, there is another Pokemon, which is going to be Azumarill, which is also fantastic for people to practice with other Pokemon that they potentially want to test out. But if you're newer to Go Battle League and you want to win, I don't recommend necessarily going in there with some Ultra Spice, although that could throw off your opponents. Some of the spiciest teams are so unexpected that you throw your opponent off, right? So that could be a strategy as well. But community days are going to be, where it's at. Definitely solid picks, and they're very budget friendly as well. Well, at least concerning the starter Pokemon. Anyways, let's get back into this commentary. We got both shields. They are in there with the Haunter. We're swapping into our Gengar, doing a lot of damage and gaining energy. They're going to go ahead and bring in that Shiftry, in which we throw a Shadow Punch. I don't know why I would do... Oh, okay, I know exactly why. All right, so we're simply going to go in here with Charizard and get off this Dragon Claw instantly, and we basically have won here. Taking out the Shiftry, in comes Haunter, and we're going to just farm it down, and we take the win. Okay, so really quick, I just want to talk about the friendship special research that they gave us for 3 hours, which I couldn't even complete. What? Why? Niantic, why do you do these things to us? Like, I get it. It's timed, fast, do it quick. It's, or else you can't get that XP. I mean, I'm sure some of you had no problem, just breeze right through it. But for the life of me, I could not find a Chespin for the life of me. I had no idea what's going on here. I'm sure some of you were able to breeze through it, but not me. It was not completed, unfortunately. Anyways, up against the Toxicroak here, this is a decent matchup, although Mud Bomb is going to be doing devastating damage to the Gengar, so we really got to hold our ground. We're able to win with a decent amount of health and energy. They're going to be bringing back that Probopass to gain some more energy. Okay, sounds good. Charizard does not want to see that Smackdown user, so we're going to be bringing in the Venusaur here. And we're going to go ahead and let this Rock Slide go through. And if we can get this off and it goes through, this will KO. So I'm sure they'll use their shield, of course. That's their last Pokemon. Why wouldn't they? And we are barely able to just hold on here. We're going to shield this up because, well, Charizard and then Gengar are both low. I think it would be able to take us out if this Venusaur was not able to finish it off here. Although Blast Burn will actually do something to it if we can get there, because Smackdown is absolutely destroying the Charizard. Next battle, we're met with an Altaria. Bad lead. Let's see if we're going to be able to play our way through this one here. So we are staying in here because the Venusaur has a horrible matchup with it as well. They're swapping after we do get off the Dragon Claw. We haven't used the shield while they're retreating with energy on the Altaria. And we're going to go right into our Venusaur. Now we're looking just beautiful here. We're going to build up extra energy to see if they want to use that last shield. If they don't, no, we're going to be able to maybe get off a Sludge Bomb on a Altaria. But they're coming in here with an Abomasnow. That sounds great because, well, we have the Charizard in the back. This is their best matchup. Of course, they want to come in here with the Abomasnow. Getting that through, and it's doing a lot of damage. We still have a Gengar and a shield left. We're going to go ahead and come in here with the Charizard farm a little bit. Getting to a Dragon Claw up against the Altaria. And I think we may want to swap here. Yeah, exactly. They're going to be throwing the Sky Attack, but we're going to be able to get to a Sludge Bomb here. Now, they're going to take us out. Sludge Bomb's not going to KO, but Charizard should be able to come in here and potentially finish it off with Fire Spins. Oh, yeah, Fire Spin for sure. It's not very effective, but it's going to definitely be a close match, and we should be able to take them out here. In comes Charizard with just enough health, and we're farming down with Fire Spin. Not very effective. Thank you, Charizard, Gengar, Venusaur, all putting in amazing work here. So, like we have already discussed as well, the most expensive one regarding the secondary moves is going to be Gengar that I'm using here, but definitely worth it. And I just would recommend maybe you go with Sludge Bomb. Having 2 Ghost Charge moves is a death sentence. If you run into a normal type, it's just, 3 technically because of Shadow Claw. So Sludge Bomb or Focus Blast could be fun coverage. Surprise those normal types with one of those hard-hitting moves. Now check it out. We don't even have a Medicham on my son's account. Now we got one. Oh, okay. That's how little this account is here. Really, unfortunately lost interest because, well, I'm always playing it. I get it. It's all good. And anyways, we have a great lead, a Superior. They're going to be swapping into the Vigoroth. And I think we want to let this first Body Slam go through. Why didn't we swap? Well, because we do have a Gengar and also a Venusaur that can handle Superior. So, we don't really need to swap quite yet. But now we're going to go ahead and bring in our Gengar here. So they're building up a bunch of energy. If they shield this, trying to get off a Bulldoze probably. Yeah, okay. So that's clearly obvious. If they don't, they go for Body Slam. That's fine. We're playing it safe here. There's the Bulldoze, just like we said. So we're both not doing very effective damage with our Quick Move. As a matter of fact, I'm resisting their Quick Move even more because of Poison and Ghost, while they just have the single resistance with the normal. But it is a lot of resistance nonetheless. So we're Shadow Punching. I'm trying to come out of this with energy. I guess I could have just went Sludge Bomb. They have a Zoomerol back there. Oh my gosh. Doesn't even get any better. Gonna go ahead and throw that Sludge Bomb. Doing a ton of damage. Swapping into Venusaur. Still holding on to his shield. We will shield up this Ice Beam and farm them down. But they're going to be swapping into their Superior here. They're shieldless. And like we described, Venusaur and Gengar can both handle that. Hitting it with the Sludge. And that's basically over. Expecting an Aerial Ace here. And I think I may farm them down a little. And actually, I do. Wow, okay, we're going for the farm down on the Superior, a tanky grass type. And we're just going to go ahead and throw that Frenzy Plant onto the Azumarill and take the win. The Venusaur, looking good. Let's get it. Charizard comes in handy up against, well, specifics, okay? Like this fire, for instance. A Houndoom. Well, Charizard, we need you right now, especially up against that Shadow. Gengar, Not very effective up against the dark types. It'll take forever to get to the Sludge Bomb, in which they'll probably take us out with the Fire Fang. Venusaur, self-explanatory. So the Charizard definitely is helping us out. So they're swapping into a Tentacruel. We're going to be going in here with our Gengar. Please don't be a Hydro Pump. Acid Spray. Oh, right. Chef's Kiss. Okay, let's get it. We're going to go for that Shadow Punch. No need to go... Well, no need to go for a Sludge Bomb. We're not going for a Sludge Bomb, period, because it's not very effective. Now we're going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Punch onto the very classy Houndoom, which we're getting a shield. And now they're shieldless at this point. We're going to have to bring back the Charizard and shield up whatever they throw at us. It doesn't matter because Shadow Houndoom is going to hurt quite a bit. I like that. I like that. Never mind. I'll keep it to myself. All right, so down they go. We have a Roserade in the back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We don't need to build up to Blast Burn. There's no need. Just going for that Dragon Claw and taking the win. Let's keep it moving here. If you do enjoy these videos, give it a thumbs up. And I will be bringing you my battles later today. Don't worry, I have you covered. As far as events and me making... I've talked about this already. These events are so short. They're so puny. We'll talk about when we get some real going on here, right? So we're going to go ahead and go up against this Galarian Stunfisk with our Charizard, baiting them with the Dragon Claw, swapping into our Venusaur to catch a Rock Slide. I must say that was very clean. And we're catching it very successfully here. They're deciding to stay into this battle, getting to another Rock Slide before we're able to get to a Frenzy. I think that was naturally going to happen, but there was a little lag there if you did see that puttering. Nonetheless, we're letting it go through, going for a Frenzy Plant. We've gotten one shield. We won that battle, which is great. In comes the Shiftry, and we're going to go ahead and go... Oh! Why? We had a Sludge. Well, actually, we had it, but technically, we didn't have the energy to throw it, I think. So that's why we did that. Nonetheless, we got the shield. They're swapping into a Azumarill, and we're locked in here with Gengar. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Going for that Sludge Bomb here. I think we'll let the Gengar go down. Ice Beam will... Oh, okay. Yeah, Hydro Pump will do it. Farming down with Charizard. Oh, that's great. In comes the Shiftry, easily going to shield this up and go for a Blast Burn here. And, well, Charizard's taking the win for us. Very nice. So it's definitely playing in its position, but if I had to pick one that was the least useful as far as just a straight-up attacker, it's Charizard. But it is covering this team's weaknesses very well, so it's like a trade-off, right? It's got the stats going for it. It's not like smartest person on the team, but damn, it is loyal, and they got your back when you need them. All right, so anyway, sorry, not trying to question Charizard's intelligence here. All right, so we're up against this Umbreon here, and we've gotten a Blast Burn through, which is absolutely perfect. We're going to let this Foul Play go through, and we're getting to another one, but we're going to just go ahead and go Dragon Claw here, just to see if they want to... Yeah, they definitely want to keep that Umbreon alive. Do we shield as well? We're going to go shield for shield here, and get to another Dragon Claw. They want to double shield that Umbreon. That sounds fine to me. We'll go in and farm down with Venusaur. Okay, they're letting it go through. Sounds good. They're going to be able to get some farm here off of my Charizard, unfortunately, with that Drifblim. And now we're in a horrible position because Venusaur gets walled by it. Gengar is going to do some work. We called that Icy Wind. Very nice, lowering our attack, but we still pose a threat to it. We're getting that last shield. Swapping into Venusaur here. It was a cry to try to win. That was simply it because we knew Icy Wind was coming, lowered our attack. There has to be something we can really win up against back there. And what is it? Oh, it's another Venusaur. So we called that Sludge Bomb. Very good. Going for another one here with the lowered attack. This still is a viable win. Let's see. Should be able to maybe pull this off. This Sludge Bomb is going to hurt, but not KO. We're going to be able to farm down. Can we farm enough to get a Sludge Bomb? Onto the Drifblim. Oh boy. This is not going to KO. We need to swap into our Gengar instantly if we want to win this. Instantly. Bam. We take him out before we even see what was going on. Beautiful. Like it. Let's move on to our next opponent. And everybody is pretty much at a higher rank than me here, as you can see. Regarding my son's account, of course. So we are up against a Galarian Stunfisk again. And this is a decent matchup, right? I don't mind it since we have swapped from Charizard. Charizard is not the best to go up against it. One Rock Slide, you're good. You're done. Goodbye, right? They can not necessarily take a Blast Burn, but they're going to be able to spam it faster than Blast Burn, which is the threat. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and continue on with the spammy Frenzy Plant up against that Galarian Stunfisk. We've used the shield. They've used the shield. We're absolutely going to let this Rock Slide call go through. Now we're getting to another Frenzy here. They can't necessarily farm us down, so we may get a... Oh, no, no shield. They're letting it go. And bringing in a Cresselia. Oh, I like this a lot. We're going to be able to get off a Frenzy Plant, which is going to do a ton of damage to it. And we do have the Gengar, which is also going to be able to handle it. In which we're going to go ahead and swap into that right now. Could have maybe let the Venusaur go down, but they were sure gaining a lot of energy. Baiting us with a Grass Knot. Man, that hurt a little bit, but better safe than sorry. It could have been a future sight. Down we go, and they got a Mewtwo with Psycho Cut. That's crazy. It's doing some decent damage, but if it was a confusion, it would have been another story. It would have been hurting a lot, but it isn't. Psycho Cut hitting us with Psy Strike. I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, better take this thing out before it just Psy Strikes everything, but definitely didn't gain enough energy to do that. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent, we're met with a Zapdos with our Venusaur here. So, you know, naturally you would probably think this isn't great, but we resist electric. But they have a flying move, which is going to be able to charge very fast. They have about 2 right now. We're shielding it up. Why would we do that? Because watch what happens. Shielding that first one up, shielding this one up as well. That's just the way it goes. We've already gotten a shield out of them. What our goal is to get both shields out of them. If we don't win this, that's fine. That's fine. So we're able to go for that, and we're going to swap into our Charizard. There you go. There you go. You like that? Getting hit by the Jolpeg, absolutely just demolishing us. My gosh. That thing is just... Wow, that's a lot of damage. Charizard getting almost one-shotted and getting farmed down by Shadow Machamp's counter. We have no shields, so we're just going to go ahead and throw in our Venusaur here that can absorb some sort of hit regarding a Rock Slide. But they go for Cross Chop and we're able to farm down. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Bringing back their... Oh, man. We went for a Frenzy Plant. That was a Meganium. We just could have done super effective damage. Gonna go ahead and throw Sludge. This will KO. Swap into our Gengar instantly here. And we're looking good. And we farm them down. Beautiful. See, using 2 shields in the beginning, it's not a death sentence. I'm not going to encourage you to do it every time, but it could help you pull off the win. Next battle, we're met with a great lead. Nice and comfortable Azumarill. This is great. Simply going to have to shield up the Ice Beam. Now, we can let it go through, but I'd rather not because they might use 2 shields and then we lose this matchup here. So we're just going to go ahead and match them. And as simple as that. They've used a shield, we'll use a shield. If they use 2 shields, I think we'll just go ahead and use 2 shields as well. Oh boy, they're using 2 shields. Sounds good to me. So what we want to do here is shield this up. If we go for the Frenzy Plant instantly, I was going to say, don't do that, please. We wanted to build up extra for the next Pokemon because it's going to take them a minute to get the Ice Beam. We do have the Gengar. Why not swap into it up against Deoxys? Well, we don't want to right now. That's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and throw those Frenzy Plants and get rid of that Deoxys. No problem. Now we have a Medicham. Now we can go ahead and bring in that Gengar and put in some work. We better get this off and do as much damage before they get off Psychic. I'm going to take a wild guess and say they have it. We'll bring in our Charizard or our Venusaur to farm them down. Either one works, but they do not. They go for an Ice Punch. Okay, sounds good to me. Bringing in that Azumarill, we're going to go ahead and go for Shadow Punch. I don't know. I think I just did that out of just nervousness, just to get them out of here as quick as possible. But yeah, it doesn't matter. We have 2 Pokemon when we take it out with Charizard. All right, I do believe this is going to... We have a couple more battles here. Just a couple more. We're met with an Umbreon, and fine by me. We kind of... Well, Charizard can handle this as well. Not like, oh, well, Charizard's going to go in here and just muscle Umbreon down. Not at all. If we have some nice energy or shields, we'll be able to put on pressure. But Gengar is another story. We don't want that to see Umbreon at all. So kind of need to get rid of this thing before we do carry on. Don't really want to lose this matchup here. And we haven't gotten a shield out of them. Although I think we are going to lose this matchup. Okay, no, we're swapping into Charizard. Makes sense. And they're going into Azumarill. Okay, so we've baited out their water. That's pretty good for us. And it's also their fairy, which Gengar, right? I'm pretty sure we're just going to kind of wither them down a bit here. They're going to hit us with an Ice Beam. And that's not going to quite KO. They're going to be able to farm, which is not the best situation. Going to come back in here with Venusaur. This is looking not the worst, you know. I think swapping was kind of something we didn't necessarily need to do. And I did this intentionally. We're going to build up a bunch of energy. We're just going to go bananas here. And they're swapping into their Umbreon to catch this. That was a nice catch, I must say. And that was a bad throw on my end. But we are getting a shield, so it was great. It worked out perfectly. Throwing in the Venusaur here to just take that damage, and we're actually getting to a Frenzy Plant that was phenomenal. Venusaur is just absolutely amazing. Coming back in there with the Azumarill, and Gengar has a bunch of loaded energy. The question is, are we going to be able to take out what's in the back? Absolutely not. But it was a good try. This is going to do some good damage. Nice stab there. Nothing we can do. Shadow Claws just not doing enough, and they take us out. Now, this trainer is simply Scarlet. I don't know. I haven't seen Scarlet Witch in forever, and I wonder if this is her. But anyways, let's see what we have going up against this trainer here. Starting it off with a Togekiss. And we're getting a shield right away with the Shadow Punch, which is great. When I go up against the Togekiss in the Great League with the Gengar, it's Shadow Punch City. We could throw Sludge Bomb if they have a lot of health and no shields. Then we'll go ahead and do that. Otherwise, Shadow Claw's working. We got those shields. We got 2. They're getting the boost right before they go down. And sounds good to me. They're coming in with a Whiscash. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Venusaur. And they have an Altaria back there. Is this bad for us? It's not great, but it's doable. Don't give up. Don't be backing out of these matches, folks. Watch. Let's go. We have a shield. We can do this. I know. Whiscash in the back. Charizard as well. Not the best situation. No shields. So going to go ahead and throw another one here. Taking them out. All right. A couple more Vine Whips. And getting to a Frenzy Plant. And we're going to be able to take that thing out in one shot. Venusaur. Let's go. Not great up against Flyers. But if you're not going up against a Skarmory, say, I don't know, an Altaria like that, at least you're going to be able to go for the Sludge Bombs and do a lot of damage. Starting with the Charizard, looks like this time. And we're met with a Meganium. They're swapping into Beedrill. And we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay right here. Technically, we could have gone in here with our Gengar, but there's really no need because, again, both Gengar and Venusaur can handle Meganium. Going to shield this up. X-Scissor doesn't do much, but we want to preserve our health here. And they're bringing in I got so nervous. They're bringing a Bastodon, and I was like, why won't it go? Because I was tapping the screen. All right, so we're going for the Blast Burn. Look at the damage. Nice. Doing some good damage. We didn't say Bastodon before. We said Probopass, but it's essentially almost the same thing. It's going to be doing a lot of damage to both of them. So if you can get a Blast Burn through on them, wow, it's going to be doing a lot. Holding on to one shield left, we're going to go ahead and use that right now. Flamethrower coming in hot. And they're bringing in that Meganium here. We're going to go ahead and go for Frenzy Plant to bait them. Yeah, let's bait them first. And then bring in our Gengar to just absorb their Earthquake. How about that? That sounds good. That's a nice catch. If this is an Earthquake, holy cow. All right, GG's. We have basically won. Building up to that Sludge Bomb. Going to go ahead and throw it. And take out the Meganium. Then down goes the Bastodon. Let's get it. Keeping it moving here, folks. Few more battles. I think actually this is the last battle, as a matter of fact. And we have another Jirachi. And no, we're not watching a repeat battle. We're going to see a little bit of a different outcome here. Our Charizard does come out on top as opposed to before when we did go down. Must be the IV spreads here. Maybe a bit of a lag putter or something. But nonetheless, they're going for Doom Desire. Fine, fine, fine. Going to go for that Dragon Claw. See if we can burn those shields away. This is a Blast Burn. It didn't really matter. We just want to get those shields and we got them. Beautiful. And we are going to absolutely let the Charizard go down. A little word to the wise. If you have just a sliver of health left, just let that thing go down. Unless you have a foolproof plan and you know exactly what you're going to do in what's back there, other than the thing that is facing you face to face, let it go down. That way you're not going to be locked and they're going to just switch and you're going to be stuck up against something that's going to take you out and it's all bad, right? Anyways, trainers, if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and I'll be keeping you up to date and bringing you some more Go Battle League battles. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.